Foreword. How can two souls have energetically healing and balancing experiences, harmonize their chakras and yin-yang balance, and strengthen their relationship, emotional intimacy, and unconditional love? This was the question I asked my spirit guides, even though I didn't formulate it so beautifully and clearly at first. But I felt inside what I was looking for and began to draw a new book from this source. When I write, I receive intuitive answers. It is still myself who writes, who finds the right words, but I sense the images, feelings, and visions that my spirit guides show me from the higher dimensions. I feel them as my inner truth and translate them into words. In this emotional process of birth, I am first and foremost a messenger. Each soul sees for itself what suits it and what does not. Therefore, please take only those tips and inspirations for yourself that resonate with your innermost being. The others may be meant for other people, and that's okay. Sensual energetic healing is created in a sacred field of safety and shared trust. When we experience SEH with each other, there is nothing else, no desires and no expectations. Then we are allowed to be. The excitement between yin and yang is always there, and that is good. We generate inner astral flow. We feel our astral tingle. In these moments, we bring ourselves to inner balance with each other. Our yin and yang parts harmonize through loving closeness. In order for us to maintain this high vibrational state, SEH should always be experienced together with heart chakra breathing, which is why I describe the simplest spiritual exercise in the world already in the first chapter. When we are in our heart, we learn our connection with each other and our unconditional love for each other. We are one. Let's feel it. As I write these words, I am listening to inspirational music. At the same time, I am playing the steady and gentle sound of a woman's breathing. I have adjusted the two volumes individually, the breathing a bit louder, so that it makes a harmonious, beautiful mixture. I love this even breathing. It symbolizes closeness. Hooray, I am human. Recently, I have only really allowed myself this being human in a virtual light circle meditation together with some dear friends. I forgave myself for being a human being and not a biorobot that only looks like one. I could forgive myself for having feelings and needs, especially for love and closeness. Robots don't need such things. They are frugal. Give them a little food, e.g. electricity, a quiet, comfortable corner, and they are happy. They work and they do what they are told. They hardly complain, at most when overheated. They think a lot, run through their programmed algorithms and matrix patterns, but they do not feel. This makes them simple, obedient helpers. Hooray, I am human is an honest, loving and adult homage to being human. Closeness-loving souls will feel especially addressed. The others we give a little more time. Maybe they want to read the book twice before they can also forgive themselves for being human. We have artificially suppressed being human in ourselves through our self-built systems, our grandiose but cold technology, our modern thinking and judging. Can we forgive ourselves for being human? Deep down inside of ourselves? Can we listen to what our soul desires and why it wanted to incarnate on this planet? We wanted to experience love. If we do not experience affection and closeness after birth, our physical body dies and we look for a new one in another family. Many die off internally in the course of their lives. For their self-protection, they repress the desire for closeness and love. They program themselves not to need anything of the kind. It works. With such a belief set, a survival in an emotionally cold world can be ensured. Only being human, that remains for us then in this incarnation an eternal mirage. We think then we would be human beings, but we do not experience it because we withdraw, just like the other cautious and withdrawn biorobots in human form, into our emotional snail shell and make ourselves as small as possible in it, in order not to feel too much. With SEH, closeness between yin and yang can be experienced without having to interpret it sexually. During sensual energetic healing, we just hold each other, feel closeness, and harmonize our higher dimensional energies with each other. The chakras in our Kundalini column exchange, communicate, and together find a new balance that feels healing and good. We support each other to promote inner healing. When we embrace each other, we become very still. With heart chakras connected, SEH is a shared meditation experience, an energetic spiritual ritual to come into our inner balance. We are held and we hold. We can experience gratitude. We can forgive and forgive ourselves. We can perceive ourselves as human beings, a wonderful experience that feels deeply healing and fulfilling.